A very good evening and warm welcome to the Television Collective News. This is Srishti Khadki. Moving on to the headlines. Cabinet meeting at 11, Khattiwada to resign, making way for Bamdev Gautam. 2 arrested on charge of gang rape. Driver injured after the wall near the tower collapsed. 27, including 7 army personnel, tested positive for COVID-19 in Saptari. Additional ICU and ventilator in urban areas demanded. Civil hospital health workers and employees in agitation. Curfew in Lalitpur from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. today. Another 1,228 people confirmed coronavirus. 917 got discharged. Heavy rain forecast in Province 1 and Gandaki today. 100 days of protest against police violence, racism in Portland. Messi hints staying in Barcelona for the new season. Here we go for news in detail. The cabinet meeting is scheduled to be held at 11 a.m. in the Prime Minister's residence in Balwachar. According to cabinet sources, Finance, Communications and Information Technology Minister Yuvraj Khattiwada will submit his resignation to the Prime Minister in today's meeting. Khattiwada's National Assembly membership ends tomorrow. Khattiwada is about to submit his resignation to the Prime Minister today, as his time in the National Assembly will not be extended. A meeting of the Secretariat of the Communist Party of Nepal held yesterday had decided not to take Khattiwada back to the National Assembly. The Secretariat has decided to replace Khattiwada with CPN-MAM Secretariat member Bamdev Gautam. According to the sources, Gautam's name will be recommended for today's meeting of the Council of Ministers. Police on Thursday have arrested 2 persons for allegedly involving in a gang rape case. A team of the Metropolitan City Police Circle Dhankot held Lokendra Bahadur Malla, aged 28, who is originally from Mugu and is currently residing in Chandagiri, and Ratan Bahadur Shahi, aged 23, of Mugu, on charge of raping a 19-year-old girl at Chandagiri Municipality 1, Dachok. Circle in charge DSP Ganesham Shrestha said the police team arrested Malla and Shahi acting on a tip of a gang rape against a girl. The Metropolitan City Police Circle said action would be taken against the arrestees under the Rape Offence Clause of the National Civil Code Act 2074 PS. 1 person has been seriously injured when old building near the tower under construction in Kathmandu collapsed during the demolition. The injured has been identified as Bishnu Kumar Shah, aged 23, a dozer driver, said police. According to Kathmandu Metropolitan Police, driver of the dozer was crushed when the wall collapsed. Injured driver was rescued and taken to Maharajganj Best Teaching Hospital for treatment, said Shyamlal Gewali, Senior Superintendent of Police. No other human casualties were reported. Reconstruction of the tower is underway after the earthquake. The incident took place in the process of widening the premises of the tower by adding the area where the former Goshwara post office was located. 27 people, including 7 Nepal Army personnel working in the Bhimdal battalion in Rajbira Saptari, have been confirmed infected with coronavirus on Thursday evening. According to the Health Office, Saptari, 27 people, including 7 Nepal Army personnel, were tested at the laboratory of Gajendra Narayan Singh Hospital, Rajbiras. The Nepal Army has been deployed in the isolation in Rajbiras Municipality, Tilathi Kuidali Municipality and Kanchanpur Municipality. Earlier infection was confirmed in 38 Nepal Police and 1 Armed Forces personnel in Saptari, but no infection was seen in the Nepal Army. The number of infected people in Saptari district has reached 850, including 130 women and 720 men so far. 8 people, including a woman, have died of the infection. A meeting of the COVID-19 Crisis Management Center Steering Committee formed by the government to control and prevent corona has concluded that more ICUs and ventilators should be added in urban areas. A committee meeting held at Singhadarbar on Thursday concluded that the number of corona infections was increasing in urban areas, adding that more ICUs and ventilators as well as ambulances and hearses should be added. The meeting also decided to mobilize through the Health Services Department to use the ventilator bank proposed by the Nepal Ventilator Service. Similarly, Secretary to the Officer of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, Mahinder Guragai, informed that arrangements have been made for the Chief District Officer to operate and service by setting criteria to manage the urgent works that may fall on the people due to the orders issued by the District Administration Office in various places, keeping in the view of the corona infection. Council of Ministers Mahinder Guragai said that the meeting had received complaints that people who do PCR and those who do not do PCR were mixed when they were brought to Nepal from abroad. During the meeting, the Ministry of Health informed about the efforts being made for the control and prevention of corona, said Guragai. Health workers and employees of the civil servant hospitals in Bhaneshwar, Kathmandu have warned that the agitation will intensify if their demands are not met. The Civil Servant Hospital Employees Union has warned that the agitation will escalate if the demands of the workers are not met. The health workers of the hospital had been holding black banners in the front of the hospital for 15 days, and now they have been protesting with black bandages on the hands and protesting in front of the hospital for 15 minutes a day. Association President Santosh Dhimal said that there was a compelling situation to agitate at the present time. Chairman Dhimal complained that he had kept his demands before the management of the hospital for the past 2 years, but no solution has been found so far. Chairman Dhimal said that despite the agitation, the first priority was to check the sick people. A curfew has been imposed in Lalitpur on Friday due to a dispute between the locals and the administration over pulling of Ratu Machindanath chariot. The district administration office has decided to impose curfew in the ring road area of Lalitpur from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. A clash ensued when the chariot was pulled in the defense of the ban. Administration has stated that curfew has been imposed today to prevent the situation from becoming tense. Police in riot gear, tear gas and water storm in rally on Thursday, removing hundreds of protesters by truck. The youths had denied the request of the police to remove the crowd, due to which a clash took place between the police and the youth. Devotees worshipped Ratu Machindanath, asking for forgiveness, and apology was offered on Friday at Ratu Machindanath in Lalitpur Pulchok for a short procession of the chariot. A curfew order was issued inside the Chakrapath area of Lalitpur, and an apology was offered on Friday. After Thursday's clash, a meeting of the Jatra Management Task Force and the Jaipur Society decided for performing forgiveness ritual on today. All the rituals of the Ratu Machindanath Jatra is said to be performed at the place where the chariot is currently located. Corona was confirmed in another 1,228 people in Nepal on Thursday. According to Dr. Jageshwar Gautam, spokesperson of the Ministry of Health, corona has been confirmed in 1,228 people, including 394 women and 834 men during the tests conducted in different parts of the country. Corona has been confirmed in 445 more people in the Kathmandu Valley on Thursday. There are 357 in Kathmandu, 42 in Bhaktapur and 46 in Lalitpur. Along with this, the number of corona infected in Nepal has reached 42,877. In the last 24 hours, 917 people have been discharged and 24,207 people have been discharged so far, said spokesperson Gautam. Similarly, 6 more people have died due to corona in Nepal. The deceased have been identified as a 40-year-old woman from Chitwan, a 40-year-old woman from Bhaktapur, a 92-year-old woman from Tanahu, and a 77-year-old woman from Rupandehi. Similarly, a 77-year-old man from Sindhupalchok and a 65-year-old man from Rupandehi also died, said Ministry spokesperson Dr. Gautam. At the same time, the number of deaths due to corona in Nepal has reached 257. Currently, the number of active infection cases in Nepal is 18,413. Meteorologists have said that there is a possibility of thunder lightning in some parts of the country even today. According to Sajina Sakya, a meteorologist at the Meteorological Department, most of the Tarai region of the country is partial sunny at this time and normal in the hilly areas. In the afternoon, there is a possibility of light to moderate rain in some parts of the country. According to the weather forecast bulletin issued by the department on Friday morning, there is no possibility of heavy rain in the afternoon. At night, the weather is generally cloudy across the country and there is a possibility of light to moderate rain with thunder, lightning in some places. There is also a possibility of heavy rain in 1 or 2 places in Province 1 and Gandaki. The branch has also issued a warning requesting to be vigilant for 24 hours from 6 a.m. on Friday to 6 a.m. on Saturday. It is requested to take necessary precaution as there is a possibility of heavy rain in 1 or 2 places of Province 1 and Gandaki province. Portland this weekend marks 100 days since protests erupted in the western U.S. city to denounce police brutality and racism, shining a spotlight on a deeply polarized America as it prepares for high-stakes elections. The nightly protests sparked by the death of George Floyd while in police custody in Minneapolis in May escalated sharply in Oregon City after the Trump administration deployed federal agents to protect federal property from damage. Floyd's death triggered similar protests nationwide, but it is in Portland, a city of 650,000 that is more than 70% white, that activists have remained on the streets practically every night, demanding racial justice and police accountability. Although the demonstrations toned down after federal agents withdrew at the end of July, tensions escalated again last weekend after a man identified as a supporter of a right-wing group was shot and killed. Trump has cast the city as being under siege by thugs engaged in domestic terrorism, even though the demonstrations have been peaceful for the most part. He has also warned that should his Democratic rival Joe Biden win the elections in November, cities like Portland will fall into the chaos across America. Some indications about Lionel Messi staying in Barcelona for the new season. On Tuesday last week, Messi wrote a letter to Barcelona president Josep Maria Bartomeu announcing his departure from the club. There were many questions as to which club Messi would go now. Premier League club Manchester City was the first club to sign Messi. But the last time Messi's agent and father George met with the club president Bartomeu, which leads Messi's chances of staying at the club increased. According to the latest developments, George has also indicated that Messi will stay in Barcelona. Messi will stay at the club until 2021, said Messi's father George. According to Marca, Bartomeu and George will discuss Messi's future in a few days. This is all for now. We'll be back with more news and updates. Till then, keep watching Dhamma Television. May all the sentient beings be at peace. Stay safe.